What if you got a common phrase like cat got your tongue or beat around the bush and made it into a literal game? But not only do you make it a literal game, you make it so that a YouTube community can add to this game. If you don't know, I just did this. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Break a Leg.
Oh! No, you have to come here first and then apologize.
I don't know how to divorce my wife.
This is actually gonna go so hard. I am the danger. No. I don't know how to do that. Now listen, if you don't want any spoilers, which the game has already been spoiled in shorts, go ahead and play it right now. It released not too long ago. And if you play it, please leave a review. We're trying to get to 500, which would give us an overwhelmingly positive status. And for those that haven't gotten a well key yet, I actually hid 10 keys in this video. Good luck finding them. Last warning about Break a Leg. If you don't care about it getting spoiled or if you've already played it, let's go. One morning I had a vision where we made a game where all you do is spawn on top of a building, you walk off, you break your leg, and then the game just closes. I thought it'd be hilarious if somebody woke up and saw a game called Break a Leg, and they thought, what is this interesting thing? And downloaded it, and that's all it was. I thought it'd give people a good chuckle, so I made it, and then somebody suggested to add trampolines to traverse around the map. I thought to myself, you know what, not quite what I wanted, but honestly that does sound kind of fun. I ended up thinking, you know what, let's listen to this guy. Let's not only listen to this guy, but let's open it up to the YouTube Shorts community. Now for those in the YouTube Shorts community, specifically the ones that commented on these videos, I've got a question for you. No, like I have a serious, heavy question for you. What's the difference between a raging sociopath and you? The answer is absolutely nothing. I don't know a difference. Which leads us to the sponsor of this video, BetterHelp. Just kidding. I wish that were the sponsor of this video. Because y'all need it! Some of these comments made me think that, you know what? We need licenses to make these comments. Just like how you have to go through programs to become a pilot, I think that we should do the same exact thing for YouTube. Look at these. Now, adding all the trampolines to the game was a lot of fun. If you want to know the code behind it, it's actually really easy. In Unreal Engine, there's a coding language called Blueprint, where it's a visual coding. All we have to do is cast the character after you overlap with the box, and when you do, you just add a force to the character to go upwards. When I released the game, a lot of people complained that the trampolines were broken, and they totally were, because you would sometimes jump on it, and it would be inconsistent.
What's up with your trampoline?
Sometimes it would launch the proper amount, and then other times, it would just not work. And all I had to do was click the Z override button. Silly old me. Sorry about that, guys. So you can kind of tell that I was a little lazy with this game, because all I did was just duplicate the same blueprint throughout the map, add a giant cylinder, and then I wanted there to be cake in the game, because what's a game without cake, right? Portal? The reason that I'm lazy with this game is because I'm actually working on another game called Birdwatching Simulator, which you guys should wishlist. So that's where my priority is, which is why I actually don't spend a ton of time on these literal games. I might spend a little more time on them from here on out, though. Anyways, after uploading that second short, I was really excited to see what else would be adding to this game. Looking through, I saw some really good ideas. But then the top comment, of course, just happened to be to add the ability to consume crystal methamphetamine. So what did I do? I actually debated a long time on doing this. I still don't know if I should have. I laughed really hard at this. I'm gonna be 100% honest. How do you not? It went from adding trampolines to snorting meth. Let me go into some personal conundrums here. Now, I have nephews that watch my videos. They are very young, and my goal is to use my content to help uplift others and be a channel that doesn't just promote garbage. But I tried to make it as innocent as possible. Adding it was really easy. I just went to the asset pack store and then I just hard-coded a cutscene. I disabled the input because if I didn't disable the input, then things would get really buggy. The thing about a game like this is everything's very hard-coded, and so bugs are just like gonna happen very, very easily. The more things that get added, the more buggy this game becomes, and the more time that I'd have to spend debugging everything and reworking a lot of systems. And that would be a huge pain. When this game is called Break a Leg, and all I was supposed to do is break a leg, which is why I'm not going to be working on it as much, and I'm going to be moving on to literal games, which the next literal game is going to be announced at the end of this video. And surprise, the comment about a suggestion for the next literal game with the most likes gets the very first addition to that game. The reason I haven't shown B-roll of you doing crystal meth is because YouTube actually age restricted my content. Because of you guys! I didn't ask for this. I didn't ask for YouTube to get mad at me, so I cannot show that. They also said, you did not receive a strike, which makes me think like I almost got one. something else I want to talk about with this. That comment got absolutely massive. What's weird is after it got really big, YouTube automatically held it for review and hid it from everybody, so everybody thought that I deleted it. Let me be very clear. I didn't ever delete a single one of these comments. So anyways, after making that addition, I knew the rest of these videos were going to be absolutely insane. Thankfully, it didn't ever get as bad, and I did decide to restrict it because YouTube will restrict this content if I don't. But the top comment on the next video, of course, is to make a feature where you could divorce your wife. But again, I don't want to promote divorcing wives here. Doing this was really easy. All I had to do was make some voice lines, disable the input, get a phone, add a texture onto the phone, add a phone number on there that you shouldn't call. Don't call that number. And so in this game, when you hit P, all it does is it pulls out this phone, and then there's 3 different options. You can have a 1.5 minute option where it's pretty straightforward, a 2-minute option where it gets really sad and there's piano music playing, and then the third option is 10 minutes long. It gets wild. There's gunshots going off. I can't. No. My wife thought it was a little too much, but I said, yeah, nah. So after making this addition to the game, at that point, the game was so big, way bigger than I could have ever imagined any of my games to be. So big that I was getting, I don't know, thousands of suggestions from YouTube Shorts. I was getting them from YouTube Shorts, YouTube videos, my long-form YouTube videos, and then people started joining my Discord and just putting suggestions in there, and then I started getting DMs and emails and texts, calls, and even family dinners. Suggestions have been everywhere. I even got guilt tripped in my memes section of my own Discord server. Somebody went through the effort of making this. We can't feed babies meth, nor can we feed babies to Hitler. And SpongeBob's just crying over this, meaning nobody likes that we can't do this. You guys need help. Better help. I don't mind all the suggestions. I think every suggestion is really funny, even when I've seen the same suggestion a million times. Somebody also said, if I made a monkey, could you add it to the game? I said, sure. So there is a monkey in the game. I put that there as a little Easter egg to represent the real ones, the MVPs, the actual fans. I apologize that I haven't made every single addition to this game, because some additions were truly worth adding into the game, but others, on the other hand, were not the greatest of ideas. Here, you know what? I'll show you. Hey guys, welcome to my desktop. I decided to go through a little journey to find the worst comments. Usually I come on here to find the best comments, but this time, I'm trying to find the worst. First of all, we got add a talking flower that you can feed babies to. Can you come back to this game in the future? Sure, bud. Why not? I'll do it for you. Let's see. I eat toes. Okay. The fair. That's fine. Good for you. What else do we got here? Make me and ruin it. I'm okay, fairy bread, but I appreciate you. Add raise a baby. No, I'm okay. Give birth to a child. Add that feature. That's enough of that. Adding the ability to feed uranium or plutonium to a baby. This one, I have some words for this comment. I saw this comment before it was edited. I was deeply upset by the edit. I have to draw a line with edits or something, because the original comment was to add the ability to feed uranium to a child. And I liked that a lot more. I thought that would have been way more funny. But then it was uranium and plutonium to a baby, which I thought was also pretty funny. But regardless, I'm mind blown at the amount of stuff that you guys can come up with. At being the most borderline gray area, not sure if I'm gonna get demonetized zone, anybody could ever come up with. Like this one's like, can I show poisoning a baby? I don't know. I don't think there's anything that says I can't, but I also didn't directly show you doing crystal meth, so who knows? What did hurt me was there was a leading comment before this comment though. It was by the Duck Gamer, who deserves it all, and he said to add the ability to kidnap a child. But this comment did get held for review. I assumed that my video would get taken down if I did this. There is like a YouTube community guideline thing that doesn't directly say you can't show, I don't know, kidnapping children in video games. The truth is, I'm assuming that if it gets held for review, we probably can't add kidnapping children. So I didn't do it. It is really funny though. I kind of feel bad because looking back on it, I probably could have gotten away with it. So Duck Gamer, go subscribe to him. I hope that makes up for it, Duck Gamer. Story time! If you go back, you'll notice that there was another top comment to add the Mexican drug cartel. Obviously, a hilarious comment that I actually was working on. I even bought this car pack, and I was actively implementing this into the game. Now listen, as much as I really wanted to add this, I got thinking, the fact that they restricted the crystal meth one, if I hit him with a 1-2 punch of crystal meth and the drug cartel, I'd probably get a strike. That's the last thing I want right now. So, what better option than to add sacrificing a baby to Cthulhu? I decided to go with that one instead and pray that there'd be no demonetization type stuff. I've been doing YouTube for a long time, but actually worrying about what content I push out is really new to me. So if I could have gotten away with it, I apologize. I don't know all the technical stuff yet. I'm just being very cautious. I didn't know what Cthulhu was. I don't know who Cthulhu was. I didn't know why Cthulhu was. I still don't know why Cthulhu is, but I do know who it is now. Problems with comments like this is they're hard. Because how am I going to add Cthulhu to the game? I don't model things, which is why I'm so grateful I have Slowed. He's an incredible artist. I reached out to him and he did it in like 5 minutes. And he animated it really, really well too. So sacrificing a baby to Cthulhu led to, if you feed a baby to Cthulhu, it grows a little, and if it grows enough, you could sacrifice it to a baby, which I added. And because I'm really proud of it, I'm gonna show you the entire cutscene right now. By the way, this probably takes 30 minutes of gameplay to get to. So if you don't want it to be spoiled, skip over this part or something. Wasn't that just fun? Anyways, the last comment that I decided to add was to make a rubber ducky that secretly follows you until it touches you. Once touched, you will break a leg. I saw this comment and it was losing miserably to add the ability to cross and smuggle drugs across the United States border, which I was getting ready to figure that one out. However, I did reply to this duck comment and said that I really liked it and I hope it won. I didn't know that YouTube shows people that I replied to that comment, which might have created publicity, which might have made it win, and I'm so sorry if that's the case. Again, this is all kind of new to me. Figuring it out, the next series is going to go so much harder. Break a leg is a blast. It's been super fun to make. The Steam reviews are hilarious. A few of my favorites. You can divorce your wife and do meth. Play this game. Streamed my divorce to my future wife. Kind of boring to be honest. 28 hours. Did meth and fed a baby uranium. 10 out of 10. Plenty of speedrunning potential. Real quick, yes, there is a speedrunning community, and it actually is kind of insane. You guys need to check out the speedruns. Link in the description below. Cinematics were 10 out of 10. This game finally gave me the courage to divorce my wife IRL. 10 out of 10. If you smash your face into a wall, you have a better experience than playing this. Now, the part that I'm so excited for. We're gonna be moving on to the next literal game. What is it? The next game is called Beat Around the Bush. This game is gonna be a bit more polished. All you're gonna do is you're gonna have a club of some sort, and you're just gonna hit a bush with it. Every time you hit it, a number goes up. But this game has a little bit of playability. Anytime you hit the bush, it also gives you $1. And you'll be able to buy stuff with that $1. Now what I'm thinking here is, hear me out. In the shop system, it works kind of like an idle game. Once you get to a certain point, you can purchase maybe another object that will count as $2 per hit. And then after you get enough money, you'll be able to drop like a nuke on the bush or something. And that nuke is gonna give you like the 1,000 beats, I don't know. And maybe we'll have like an auto hit, so you don't even have to press your mouse button. Maybe we'll have different bushes spawn, like a golden bush or a platinum bush that you have to hit every now and then. The possibilities are really endless with this one. And I'm really excited to see what kind of chaos the YouTube Shorts community is gonna bring to it. The ideas for this game are gonna be nuts. I'm really looking forward to it, so please stick around and make sure you get your comments ready. Because once again, the top comment of this video regarding Beat Around the Bush gets the very first addition to the game. Good luck. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is Break a Leg for you. If you liked this series and if you like this video, please subscribe to me. I'd appreciate it. And you should hit the bell notifications, like, and then comment, and then share this with your mom, and give it to your grandma as well, and go ahead and just please subscribe.